the slow blink is a calming signal. Now, in my mind, there's a couple of categories of calming signals, and I'm not sure. Like, if a dog is nervous, they might lick their lips, they might even sniff the ground, they might shake off, they might yawn, those kinds of things. Now, when they're doing kind of appeasement behaviors, meaning I'm no threat kind of thing, I like that. Then they'll do those like slow blinks, like an aggressive dog will do a hard eye,
Okay.
a stare. The appeasement is that.
Okay.
So that's what he was doing.
Okay.
So to me, if that was a growl, that was very conflicted with the I'm no threat. It could have been, I mean, because a fearful dog, and I like that he's checking things out. A fearful dog might proactively be growling to say, stay away from me, but then also be going, I'm no threat. So I think that's what he was doing.
When he snips, it often is associated with tail wagging all over the place.
Tail wagging does not mean friendly.
Okay.
Tail wagging
tail
means
up,
I'm
even.
feeling something.
Okay.
There's just something going
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I mean, a dog before he bites you might be doing a very calculated, slow,
Oh no, but this is up his.
and that's just kind of like nervous.
Yeah, okay.
That would just be a nervous, kind of like a little scared.
Okay.
So yeah, and a lot of people, you know, they think if the dog's wagging its tail, everything's good,
friendly.
and that's not the
Okay.
case. It can be very scary. But like you said, even the carriage of the tail, where the tail is at the time, and you said it was up?
And I can tell, yeah, his tail is down and under when he's very.
Okay, so up basically is a dog that's going to be striking. They've got their, it would be more seen in a confident dog, but see, he's like getting himself psyched up. If he's gonna nip, like you said, he's got himself tight. So the fast tail means he's anxious or nervous or something. The tail up is basically, I guess he's gonna nail you at that point. You know, not that he wants to. I don't think it's a want to thing. I think it's and he's going back to doing his little shakes now. So all those things tell us a lot, you know, before he does something. So many people say if a dog bites, I couldn't see anything. Well, there's usually very many subtle signs that the dog is giving off. But he is getting a little bit more, I think, comfortable. When he looked at the camera and he went back there and checked it out, that's a good thing. What I would really like to do is, I'd like to leave the room and have you, and you've got your chicken, did you bring the clicker? I would like you just to do some, after I leave, see if he'll be comfortable enough to do anything that he's already learned.
Okay.
I'll give you like a minute and I'll probably go and watch from there and the camera will be picking it up. Just to see if he's comfortable enough to offer behavior if I'm not in the room.
Okay.
So let me just go in there. Turn this a little bit. And then we'll try it with me in the room. Okay, go ahead and see.
I know what you want. Ready? Can you do this with me? Yeah. Ready? Touch. There's something in it.
Touch. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna come back in and let's see with me in the room, if he will. And don't approach me, but just stay like in that general area. And just see if he'll do anything while I'm in here. I just want to see his level of stress. Look at him. He's concentrating on you. Excellent. He's still very nervous, but he is doing it.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
For me, he is pretty good.
Very nice.
Good job.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and sit back down. Good job, buddy. Okay, I'm going to move to the floor, and I'm going to turn sideways, and I'm just going to sit, and I'll sit somewhat, and I made a sudden move. I'm just going to sit, see if he'll come and investigate me. I'm not going to put my hand out. I'm not going to make any approach to him. If he does, if he comes up to me, I want you to click, and I want you to feed him.
Okay.
So, and just ignore him while he's up on you.
Yep.
Because I want him out of his comfort zone a little bit. He says, well, okay, click. You feed him at your... Now you click when he comes up to me, and then you feed him at your chair.
Okay.
He knows there's food to be had.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good boy.
Okay, he does it again.
You can get it.
Okay, now I was looking way away, so I'm going to look less away. I'll just keep. Okay. Yeah, and by feeding him, I really don't like the stranger to feed him. I want you to feed him.
Okay.
Because it takes the pressure off of him
Right.
too. Because he can come away from me to get the food.
Okay.
We don't need him, staying by me. Not only that, he's less likely to nip if he's going away from me. So let's give him
And
a
then he's
second.
choosing to come back.
Yeah, yeah. And he's just getting rewarded for being brave. So I got my head towards him a little. Okay, go ahead and click. And makes him jump.
I hope it never has.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he is just
he's-
right on
he's
the,
so
he's just
nervous, I know.
very, very scared. All right, so I'm going to do that one more time where he just comes over, my head is towards him. Then I will actually look at him, and then I will have my hand out before he gets here, but I won't move it. Click. That's really nice.
That smells amazing.
The more people that you have available to you that will, I'll send you this video, I'll upload to YouTube and I'll give you the link. If you can enlist people just to be still and just do these, like little short steps like this where he will learn some really good stuff this
Okay.
way. Yeah, but do you see him? I mean, he's really panting, so
Yeah.
he's pretty stressed, but he's trying to work through it. Click. Okay, notice how I'm going to look at him. Okay, he's doing a hard stare at me. And then he did a blink. And I can't really look him in the eye. See? It was the,
Yeah, it was the looking at him.
yeah. So now I'm not looking at him, but I'm not going to go away either. Yeah, this is don't look at me. So I have my head still turned, but I'm not going to look at him. Now, if I like retreated or something, what would happen is he would think growling works, it gets the scary thing to go away. He's going to keep resorting to that.
Okay.
And if he got punished for growling, then it would escalate to biting, just running up and biting.
Okay.
So I'm not going to let it work. Now when he's calm like this, then I'll look away. So I reward something other than the growling. I reward something other than, I reward behavior that we would like to see, as opposed to behavior that we would like to not see.
Okay.
So if he comes up and checks on me again, then go ahead and click and treat. I can't tell what he's doing. I need a mirror.
It's behind me.
Okay. Is he checking me out?
No.
Okay. He feels more comfortable behind me because I'm looking away.
Yeah.
If I take video with my iPad, then I can usually watch what's happening.
Curious about the big room.
And see, he didn't like the treats that I threw him. Those are still on the floor.
Yeah.
So when you do this, I mean, the value of what you use is going to be really important, because if it's just mediocre,
I've tried so many things, and
okay,
I've
go ahead and
just-
click. Good. Good boy. So we kind of figured out what his threshold is. It's not necessarily me being near, but it's the, yeah.
Look him in the eye.
And he was looking straight at me, and if I would have come near,
He would have snapped.
yes. Yeah, and I don't ever want him to go to that threshold.
Right.
I
Yeah,
want
I
him
don't
to stay
either.
below.
I can't have him that way,
Yeah.
so.
So, if you can set up little sessions like this where people, and you're gonna just have to enlist people and say, really, I cannot have you moving, and just, I can write it out, the steps that I'm doing here. Is he looking at my face?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't tell.
I know. Oh, my God.
I'm just gonna say you can even click for anything you like. If he's doing something that you think is good, you can click for it, because I can't see him to tell you.
He's just sitting staring at me.
At you?
Yeah.
Okay. If he looks at me, click.
Okay.
Is he still staring at me?
Yeah, there's.
I'm glad he wasn't afraid of the clicker.
Yeah.
Good. Is he looking at me?
Let's look at that room.
Good. Just even these little steps like this, that he's looking at the scary thing, whatever the scary thing is, and you capture that, he'll start morphing into, look at the scary thing, look at mom, look at the scary thing, look at mom. And so he can start getting through that a little bit. Is he looking at my face?
No,
No.
he's looking at the door.
Good. Good. Yeah, so I, kind of glad I saw that growl. So has he, did he growl at your dad? Click that.
my father looked at him the whole time. I don't know, I think it was the fact that it was our house. That, he has become much more.
All right, so what you just said, it could be because, all right, so right now, he's got several things piled on top.
Right.
He's the new place, the new person, so many new things add on. So if you've got the somewhat comfortable place of your house, the person that he's probably seen before,
Yes.
and so he had only one thing to be afraid of.
Yes.
So even like anytime a dog bites, I mean, it might not be one thing. It could be things stacked on each other. It's like if I lose my temper, it may be, you know, I got up late in the morning and then, you know, I tripped over the dog going out to the car, and then something else, and then it's that last straw that sets you off.
Right.
So same thing with the dogs. It just could be triggers that are stacked to make them go off. All right, so I'm going to do one more time he looks at me, and then he can, and I'll go away. So he's rewarded by me leaving, by me giving him more comfort.
Okay.
All right? All right. Now I'm going to go over and see where I was sitting. Take in all that information. Yeah, you're a good boy. And see, honestly, if I've got another dog, I think he's more fearful than this other one, but I have a little Maltese that comes here. She comes to me because she was fearful of everything. And so her mom started leaving her for a couple hours, and she still does. She leaves her 2 hours with me every Wednesday. And so now when her mom leaves, I keep her, and she's just a part of our house. When she's here and she knows she's going home that day, I mean, she's fine with me. I can pick her up. I can do anything with her. I actually walk her outside off leash. She's not going to go anywhere, you know. She stays with me. But she's not happy. Now, when her mom drops her off and I keep her for a week, when we get on to day 2, she's like, oh, okay, I gotcha. I'm with you now. And she goes in, I mean, I open the car door, she jumps in just like my dogs, you know, she's just part of the pack, and she's just very happy about that. And so basically she just came here and just, you know, I didn't bother her. I just went around about my business, and she got to just soak it all up. So what I would do with him is just kind of like what we did. If you do you have some people that you can draw from that give them explicit,
Yes.
you know, you can even, you know, have it a social thing. Give them a glass of wine. They can sit there and drink a glass of wine, chat.
Ignore the dog.
Ignore the dog. And while you're just clicking and treating, but you can still be social at the same time.
Right.
And then we'll just say, okay, now we're on to step 2. I want you to look here, and then just move down until, I think how long have you had him now?
3 weeks?
Okay, so it's not even been that long.
No, it hasn't.
All right, so then I think definitely I can see this dog. I don't think it's going to be the social butterfly, but I think he will be able to cope.
Okay.
You know, because I think that he's got a very patient family, and that's what's the best thing.
Yeah.
Is, and we want him to feel safe.
Yes.
Above all.